Coco Gauff thanks Eala for bringing new demographic to tennis. Two-time major winner and world number 4 Coco Gauff, who has played with and against Eala, gets why fans gravitate toward the Filipina. Manila, Philippines. The huge crowds that Eala attracts in tournaments have become a polarizing topic in tennis. While players like Novak Djokovic, a 24-time Grand Slam champion, described packed stadiums as a good problem, Filipino fans, particularly those new to the sport, have gotten flack on social media for defying tennis etiquette out of excitement to support Eala. Two-time major winner and world number 4 Coco Gauff sides with Djokovic. Gauff welcomed the presence of throngs of fans even if they were rooting against her as she gave Eala the boot in a methodical 6-0, 6-2 win on Thursday, February 19th, Friday, February 20th, Manila time, to advance to the semi-finals of the Dubai Tennis Championships. It is great to be on a crowded court. I've played this tournament for many years, and to see the stadium full, that means a lot, said Gauff. I'd like to thank Alex for bringing a new demographic to the sport. I really appreciate it. I think it's great. I know sometimes it's tough when you're playing against a home crowd, but I think that it's great for the sport. So, keep being enthusiastic and keep rooting for your player. Gauff said she even used the crowd to her advantage. Whenever you guys are cheering for Alex, I was pretending that it was my name. I think that it helped me a lot, Gauff said. If you can't beat them, you've got to join them. Having known Eala on a more personal level, Gauff gets why fans gravitate toward the Filipina, who continues to bring Philippine tennis to new heights following her steady rise in the WTA rankings, having reached a career-high world number 40. Eala and Gauff teamed up in doubles play in the 2025 Italian Open. I think tennis needs more of this, Gauff said in a press conference. I think it's great, just to see a nation so proud of someone, especially a nation that is pretty underrepresented in this sport. I think it's pretty cool to see. You can't buy that. I see why people want to root for her, and I root for her when I'm not playing her, of course. Rappler.com. In the bright, echoing arenas of modern tennis, where power meets poise and tradition collides with transformation, a new harmony is forming. It is not just the rhythm of rackets striking felt or the squeak of shoes on hard court. It is the sound of change, of new voices, new flags, new dreams rising. And at the center of that symphony stand two young women, Coco Gauff and Eala. When Coco Gauff publicly thanked Eala for bringing a new demographic to tennis, it was more than a passing compliment. It was recognition. It was awareness. It was a glimpse into the evolving identity of a sport long associated with exclusivity and narrow representation. A stage once limited. For decades, tennis has balanced between global prestige and social exclusivity. Its Grand Slam venues, Wimbledon, US Open, French Open, and Australian Open, symbolize tradition, legacy, and excellence. Yet, while tennis called itself international, its visibility often centered around certain regions and backgrounds. That narrative has been steadily shifting. The rise of players from diverse cultures, economic backgrounds, and continents has redrawn the sport's map. The Williams sisters reshaped its possibilities. Naomi Osaka expanded its cultural lens. And now, Coco Gauff and Eala represent the next chapter. A chapter defined not only by talent, but by reach. Coco Gauff, a voice beyond her years. From her breakthrough at Wimbledon as a teenager, Coco Gauff was never just a promising player. She was composure under pressure. She was eloquence in interviews. She was a young woman fully aware that her platform stretched beyond forehands and backhands. When Gauff speaks about representation, she does so with lived experience. As a Black American woman thriving in a historically white-dominated sport, she understands what it means to see yourself reflected, or not reflected, on the court. So when she thanked Eala for expanding tennis's demographic, it wasn't performative praise. It was solidarity. Gauff recognized that every time Eala steps onto a major court, she carries the aspirations of the Philippines and, more broadly, Southeast Asia, a region long underrepresented in elite tennis. Eala, carrying a nation's hope. Eala's journey is one of distance and devotion. Born in the Philippines, She trained far from home to pursue professional excellence. Her rise through the junior ranks signaled something powerful: Southeast Asia had arrived. For many young Filipinos, seeing Eala compete internationally is not simply sports entertainment, it is visibility. It is validation. It is proof that global tennis is not reserved for certain passports. When she wins a point, social media in Manila erupts. When she advances in tournaments, young children pick up rackets. She does not just play, she expands possibility. This is the new demographic Gauff acknowledged, not merely a geographic statistic, but an emotional and cultural expansion. More than markets, it's about belonging. Professional sports often discuss demographics in terms of viewership numbers and sponsorship growth. But Gauff's gratitude suggested something deeper. Tennis grows not only when more people watch, but when more people feel they belong. A Filipino child staying up late to watch Eala compete in Europe feels seen. An Asian American family watching Gauff and Eala face off sees a future that looks more inclusive. The sport shifts from distant spectacle to shared identity. Representation in tennis matters because visibility creates access. Not just financial access, but psychological access. When a player from your background breaks through, the sport feels less foreign. A generation that lifts each other. What makes this moment particularly powerful is its tone. There is no rivalry-driven tension in Gauff's acknowledgement. Instead, there is appreciation. Modern tennis is increasingly shaped by athletes who celebrate one another's cultural impact. Gauff's message reframes competition as coexistence. Two players can battle fiercely on court while recognizing each other's broader significance. This is a generational shift. Where past eras often centered solely on individual legacy, today's young stars understand community influence. They recognize that tennis is not diminished by diversity, it is strengthened by it. Breaking geographic barriers. For years, tennis powerhouses largely emerged from the United States, Western Europe, and parts of Australia. That geography is changing. Players from Asia, Africa, and South America are not just participating, they are contending. Eala's emergence signals Southeast Asia's growing presence in global tennis development. Training academies, sponsorships, and youth programs are expanding. And when a star emerges, infrastructure often follows. Coco Gauff sees this clearly. Her gratitude toward Eala is not abstract. It reflects an awareness that the sport's future depends on global inclusivity. The power of youth. Both Gauff and Eala belong to a generation that matured in a hyper-connected world. They understand that tennis is no longer confined to cable broadcasts and country clubs. It lives on social media, in highlight clips, in community courts, and in the dreams of children scrolling on their phones. When Gauff speaks about demographics, she is also speaking about digital reach.